Hey, nerdy sports fan here, Week 7 NFL action, and we have a game that nobody but the fans of those teams are going to watch. The Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Cincinnati Bengals. Man, it's like the league knew what teams were going to be terrible and had them all name themselves after jungle cats. It's fun, really. The Jaguars aren't awful. Cincinnati is. So that's my take on the real main difference for this game. Cincinnati has a first-year head coach, really still finding his voice, finding his place in the league. Jacksonville's got an experienced head coach who knows how he wants to run things. Now, they only just seemingly found their quarterback. So they're still kind of feeling out what they are on offense. And the defense isn't what it used to be, especially since they just traded away Jalen Ramsey. Now, they've played without him for a few weeks, so this really isn't going to be much of a thing. But they are going against a team that has very dynamic passing targets. So they're better, and they're likely to win. In fact, they're going to win. But they're definitely going to be susceptible to the pass. And Andy Dalton is definitely starting 2 quarterback leagues, worth a roll of the dice in 1 quarterback leagues, just this game, and really only as an injury replacement option, okay? And I say that because, well, he's got dynamic passing targets in Ross and Boyd that he's throwing to, and who's guarding them? Really? With Ramsey gone, you have nobody of any significant enough value in the defensive secondary of the Jaguars to really think that they can shut either of these receivers down, let alone both. So, yeah, I think Ross and Boyd are going to have themselves a pretty good game. And Andy Dalton is going to have a good game because of that. Now, their defense is tragically bad. So I still think they're going to lose. Don't worry. DJ Chark is going to have another week where he's the main target for Gardner Minshew and going to go off. He will continue to go off. If he's not owned in your fantasy league, pick him up, okay? This is what fantasy football is about. Finding the players that you can start from bad teams. But yeah, DJ Chark needs to be owned, needs to be started. He's at least a wide receiver 2 this week. Ross and Boyd are both wide receiver 2s, but they have very, very high ceilings and could get you some great points. Mixon is downgraded. He is a flex play at best because of the defense he's going against, and they will focus on him because taking away one running back for this defense is far easier than taking away all the receiving targets. So they will make Andy Dalton beat them. He won't be able to. Leonard Fournette will be the game clock management system. He's back, guys. He's the number 1 back. He's what everybody knows is coming and nobody can stop. Okay? He will get a lot of targets. He'll get a lot of touches and carries. They're throwing the ball to him now. So he's definitely the person to own for this offense. Luckily, I got him. And he's running back 1 this week with this terrible defense in front of him. He might be the best running back play of this week because of the matchup. Gardner Minshew is worth stashing for like playoff time when your real quarterbacks are sitting on the bench. But, you know, he's not really worth a start until next season when he's not as erratic. But Chark is number 1 target, and Fournette need to be started in this game. And Jacksonville's defense needs to be started in this game. They're going to give up a lot of yards. They may not give up a lot of points. And they're probably going to hit Andy Dalton a lot. So obviously I think Jacksonville's winning this one. And the fact that they're 3.5-point favorites, I think that's a little low. So I would take the Jags against the spread as well. Hit up the rest of my videos for more fantasy football advice. And check out the Nerdy Sports Fan Weekly for my take on the Jalen Ramsey trade and other news from around the league.